Hey everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life, and today we are going to talk all things 2024 MAKSELIFE Planner launch. First of all, I just really wanted to show you this cute box that everything comes in now. They have these fun shipping boxes, and then inside, let's see if I can get it open. So then when you open it up, they have these cool trays that sit above your products that just kind of give you an introduction to MAKSELIFE and everything that you need to know about your new planner. Right here on the top of the cover, we have a cute quote from Sierra. And then also, once you remove the tray, now spoiler alert, my stuff isn't in here, I already took it out. You get this card that is very similar to the tray, but they just have that in there too. So anyway, the box is like slipping off the table. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to show you that real fast. I think that's so fun. They put such good thought into this box, and it's just like the little touches like that that I just think are really special. So wanted to make sure that you saw that as well, and now we can jump into all of the new products. Okay, so here are all the fun things that I have to show you today. I have the ClubMäksē Binder, the 2023 Reflections Notebook, the new bookmarks, and of course the Flagship planner. Also, every order comes with one of these cute little stickers. The designs vary. I don't know exactly which one you'll get, but this is the one that I got, which actually matches my planner cover. So I just love it. I think these are just a fun little freebie that they throw in with it. And speaking of freebies, if you remember last year, they had the 2022 Reflections Notebook. I'm trying to hold it at an angle so you can actually see what the cover looks like and it's not just glaring on the plastic. Anyway, if you remember that they had these last year that they were sending out with orders, and they created a new one for 2023, and so any order that's $100 or more will get this free inside their order. If your order isn't up to $100, or if you want some extra copies, they will also have them for sale available on the website. And I will flip through this in just a minute, but I wanted to actually show you the planner first because really that's like why we're all here, isn't it? So let's just dive in and I will show you. This year, all of the Flagship planners come in this keepsake box. They will all look the same. They all have the same pattern this year. I know last year the designs varied a little bit. So this year they just all have the same pinstripe pattern with the little Makse wheel on it. And here's my planner. This one is called Messy Bits, for the little quote on there, embrace the messy bits, which I just love. And the paint strokes are beautiful. I just love it and I am so excited. Plus these boxes are really nice. These are really thick. And I love using these for all kinds of things. One thing you'll notice it's definitely different from last year is that all of the Flagship planners now have this beautiful metal coil. And I cannot even tell you how happy this makes me. I love coil planners. I was not a fan of the binding in the previous ones. I mean, it's definitely workable. And it's such a popular binding that, you know, you just kind of get used to it. But it's not my favorite, and I love coils, and I'm so excited that they were able to do that. I know they've been working on this for years. I'm just excited it finally became a reality. We also still have a hardcover on it, which is actually kind of a challenge to do with the coils, so it's really nice that they were able to do that as an option too. But I also brought over my planner from this year because I thought we could do some comparisons and show you just the sizes and stuff. You can see here, I mean, they look about the same in thickness, like the planners themselves. I was actually thinking that this one felt thinner when I got it, but it's really not that much thinner. The difference is in the thickness of the covers though. The new covers are definitely thinner. Let me see if I can get the elastic out of the way, that might help. But yes, the new covers are definitely thinner than the previous versions, and I think that is because of the coil that they just need to be able to turn well. But you can kind of see the sizing difference there. And look at the size of the coil. It's actually definitely smaller than the wire O binding one, which I actually think that helps this whole planner to not feel so bulky, just having a normal sized coil. I really think this is about the same thickness as the Erin Condren 18-month planner coil if you need something to compare it to. It does not feel any larger than other coils that I've used on planners. So I am really excited about that. I love the way this planner feels. I mean, I love this one too, but for me, there is actually a huge difference in how this just handles, and I really love it. I could not be happier with these changes. And as for the interior of the planner, it's all the same as it has been in the past. I think there were a few tiny little changes that they made to some of the wording or something like that, and I couldn't even point them out to you. But for the most part, the interior of the planner is all the same. It's the same amazing paper, the tabs are the same, the colors, the layouts, all of that I think is pretty much the same as it always has been. So there's really not a lot of changes to report for that. I will flip through and show you everything, but basically this is just an area that we already know what to expect. All right, I also love this end paper on the inside. Isn't that so pretty? Every planner has one that matches the exterior of it, and I just love it. There are actually 8 new covers this year to choose from, so everybody is bound to find something that they just love. There was one other one I had a really hard time choosing between, and that is this one right here. My favorite part is that in really small text, it has words that say not asking for permission, and that's just like my new favorite. I love that we can take ownership for our choices and for our goals, and that is what MäksēLife is all about. So for anyone who's not familiar with MäksēLife, it is a goal setting and a regular planner all in one. They have 2 different weekly layouts to choose from, as well as a daily. There are no new daily planners launching right now, but there are still plenty on the website. So if that's something that you're interested in, no need to fear, they are still there. Another thing that I want to mention is that launch day for the MäksēLife planners is September 28th, and that will be at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Or if you are a member of ClubMäksē, then you get to shop 3 hours earlier. So then your launch time will be at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. So definitely take advantage of that if you are in ClubMäksē. All right, let's look through the rest of the planner. Another feature that I'm really excited about is this bookmark. I have kind of an obsession with bookmarks, if you haven't noticed from anything else you've seen on my channel. But these are extremely helpful to me. So this one says today at the top, and it has the ruler that goes across with the little Makse wheel on the bottom. And it does have the full, what are they, like snap-in guides or something, so that you can put it in. They go in really easily, and you have the little tab that sticks out over the top. I love these so much because I hate trying to take time to figure out where I am in my planner. I love just being able to just take the bookmark and flip to a page. And so things like this are like crucial for me. They completely impact the way that I feel about how I use a planner. That probably sounds really dramatic, but it's so true. I need bookmarks to help me find my page. So when a planner actually comes with a ruler, it just makes my heart so happy. So I'm really excited about that addition too, and about one of the new accessories that I have to show you that we will talk about after we go through the planner. But let's flip through this and we can just go over a little bit about what's inside. Here's the little introduction page. There's a letter from Sierra. And then we get into all the goal setting prep work. What is unique about the prep work in the MäksēLife Planner is that it's not actually a lot of things for you to do and fill out. There is some of that, but a lot of it is just helping you know how to set good goals and how to realize the things that are important to you. In addition to that, they also have this page that kind of helps you understand how to use the planner, what different symbols mean, and just little tips like that. This also gives you a breakdown of what to do after you get your planner, how to begin setting your goals, and just how to keep up with it throughout the year. Then we get into the compass assessment, and this is probably one of the main things that you actually get to do in the planner for the prep work. It gives you a starting point so that you know where you are right now, and so that you'll know the areas of life that maybe need a little bit more attention this year, and it'll even give you some ideas of ways that you can work on those different areas. The areas of life that MäksēLife focuses on are personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment. And then this is the assessment that you take to get your scores. And then back here on this page, it does tell you how to score it and what to do with the information. And one thing I just want you to keep in mind, this is just information. This isn't getting down on yourself because certain areas of life are lower than you would like them to be. It's just a starting point. And we all have starting points, and that is the whole point of setting goals, is that we have a direction to move in. And so as you do this, I would say that at most points in our life, we will all have some of these areas that we are low in at different times. And so it's absolutely nothing to be discouraged about. It's just information that shows you where to go from here. So there's the test. Here's the intentions page that you can fill out. And then we're going to get into a lot of the coaching pages. So here we have a page on setting goals, a page on writing goals, the 3 different types of goals, which I love this. Definitely check this out. And then here's a breakdown how to set your annual goals, your monthly goals, and then your weekly actions. And then here are some questions that you can ask at the end of each week to kind of reflect on how you did during your goals. And there is space in the planner to do that as well. This is another page I really love. So if you don't know what would be included in a certain area of life, first of all, it's totally subjective. That can be different for everybody. So don't feel like you need to fit into a box. What falls into a category for somebody may not fall into the same category for somebody else. But if you need an idea or just need to know where to get started, this list is amazing. I know one that I struggle with a lot is the fun and recreation. And so having a list of things here that just kind of give an example of what would be included under fun and recreation, I think this is really cool. Also, a lot of these pages are actually available on their website for free. Things like the compass assessment and this page and the 3 types of goals, I think those are all principles that you can find on their website too. Although the planners are amazing, you actually don't need the planner to be able to follow through with this goal setting system. So if it's just not something that you can do right now, don't think that you have to wait until you can buy the planner in order to start working on your goals. All of the information that you need for that will be on their website. And so I will link to that below too in case anybody wants to check out those free printables. They also have a free ClubMäksē training if you want to get an idea about what ClubMäksē is like. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about ClubMäksē in this video because I really just want to focus on the products. But just in case that's something you're interested in, they do have a free training that you can look at on their website. Okay, and then moving on, here is a page just for brainstorming what your goals could be, what you want the year to look like, whatever you want to use it for. It's just a blank space to start thinking about your goals. And then we have 2 spreads here where you can write out your annual goals. I know sometimes I'm a little nervous to actually put them down on paper. And so if you wanted to just put your goals on Post-it notes too for a while, you could do that too. I like to do that because I know how things can change throughout the year. I do usually write them in eventually, but especially while I'm brainstorming, I will put all my goals on Post-it notes or all the goals I can think of on Post-it notes. And then I will narrow it down and actually just be more selective about which goals I'm choosing to set for the year. But that's a great way to just do some brainstorming for your goals. On this page, we have space for a vision board. And then the last page that we have for the prep work are these goal setting quick tips. And then we move into all of the months. So these are what the tabs look like. They're not on a thicker paper than any of the other pages. All of the paper in here is the same, but they do have these coated tabs on them that are really durable. And honestly, I haven't had any issues with durability. I'm pretty rough on my planners and they've always lasted just fine. And I always love that they just have a little bit of motivation on each of the dividers. So here we have the monthly calendar. It's fairly neutral. It does have a little bit of color on the dates. This one is kind of a bluish purple, and you'll see that throughout the months they do change color. But that is pretty much all the color. In fact, I think the weeks are totally neutral. Let me see. Yeah, the weeks are totally neutral. So there's really not a lot of color on it if you wanted to cover things up with stickers. But I love the very clean, simple look that it has, just in case you want to leave it just as it is too, which is usually what I tend to do. More and more lately, I just decorate with highlighters, but that's a topic for another time. Each month also has a quote up here, and then the little monthly calendar for next month down at the bottom. The next page is your monthly goals. I think it's really important too that as you set your monthly goals, go back and check what your yearly goals are and pick smaller steps for those yearly goals that you can do over the course of a month, and then break those monthly goals down into your weekly actions. I have found the most success with this when I actually go back and reference my yearly and my monthly goals before setting my weekly actions. Otherwise, my weekly actions just ends up like a to-do list where I list off whatever I can think of in each of these categories. And it's not usually things that actually move me closer towards my goals. And then this is the reflection page that you get. So on the opposite side of all of your weekly action pages, you have this reflection page. It is dot grid. Up here, there's a few little prompts that you can use for your reflections. And then down here at the bottom is a coaching tip from Sierra. If you needed to use this page for something other than reflections, you absolutely can do that. But the reflection process is a fairly important part of the MAKSELIFE goal setting system. Even if you could save a little bit of space each week to reflect, I would highly recommend that. Okay, so then after the weekly actions, we go into our weekly spreads. So I chose the vertical. There's also a horizontal one. Again, it's a very simple layout. I love that the columns are lined. That makes me so happy. My writing looks 100 times better when I can write on a line. I also love that down here in the corner we have a habit tracker. And so what I will usually do is take anything from my weekly actions that says do it every day, or even like 3 times a week, 4 times a week, something like that. And I will put it over here on my habits so I can see when I'm looking at my week, the things that I want to do every day or almost every day. Things like that. So I can keep track of those things that I want to do multiple times during the week. They're not really one and done things. They're more the habits that I'm just trying to improve on. And then we go to the next reflection page and the weekly actions, and the whole month just cycles through like that. So these planners tend to be larger than other standard weekly planners just because there's actually 2 spreads for every week. And then at the end of every month, you have a monthly reflections page too. So that is the same for every month with the exception of the end of a quarter. So here is March. So we'll look at the end of March because at the end of every quarter, you get a quarterly compass. So this is similar to the one that you have in the front of the planner, except with this one, you don't actually take the quiz. You just fill out the scores based on how you feel you would rank in those areas. It has a column for your current scores, so the ones that you feel right now, and for your previous ones, so you can see where you were 3 months ago too. And then there's a few questions down here that can kind of just guide you into where to go next. Then we get to the end of that month, and so you go through all of the months, and then in the back, let's go to December. Okay, so at the end of December, you have, of course, the quarterly compass, and then it goes into this extras tab where you get the current year, which is 2024, and then 2025, and there's some space to write the important dates, and then you actually just have some lined note pages. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lined note pages at the back of the planner. You have a pocket here and it's double-sided. It is coated too, so it's pretty durable. Then you have a sheet of goal setting stickers. And then, as always, there's also a pocket in the back cover. This one actually blends in really well with the stripes. I was actually questioning whether it was there or not because I could barely see it. But yes, there is a accordion pocket in the back of the planners. And there's the back of the Messy Bits planner. So let me know if in the comments if you have any questions about this that I didn't cover. I always try to answer as many things as I can think of, but you guys always have questions that I never thought of. So please let me know and I will answer anything I can for you. The coil is very durable. It's the thick metal. It doesn't have a lot of give to it. It's really good. So I'm really satisfied with that. I think they did a great job making sure that the quality was there for this planner. Like I said, I know it took them a long time to get to the point where they could put it on a coil, and I'm just so excited that that's finally here. Okay, so let's talk about these bookmarks. So, I mean, I already went on and on about how much I love bookmarks, but this is the new, I don't know, what did they call them? Bookmark trio. So there are 3 more in here. You have one for your annual goals, one for your monthly goals, and one for your weekly actions. And so those combined with the today bookmark, oh, the elastic's on it still. I think that's just the perfect set. You can't even see them with the white behind it. This is everything I would want to go back and reference, and I am so excited about these. When they made these for the other planners, the previous ones, I just thought that was brilliant, and I got those too, of course, but I'm just so excited. This is my favorite accessory. Oh, and what's really cute is each one has a little saying on it. So there's Dream Big, Dare to Grow, and Just Begin. So I think those are really fun. They are flexible plastic, but they're quite durable. I don't think that these things are going to break. I've had rulers that have a very similar material to them, and I've never had any trouble with them. So I think the quality is there. This is just one of those accessories I definitely recommend. For me, these are a given. Like, there was no doubt in my mind that I wanted to grab these. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to show you was I was going to flip through this reflections booklet. Oh, it's at the top. So this is an A5 size. Let's actually move this. And you can see there at the top it says 2023 reflections. The cover is really thick. It's like a coated cardstock, but it's a very thick cardstock. We have the title page, a little introduction, and a letter from Sierra. Your year in review, where you can do the compass assessment. Well, not the whole assessment, but you can score yourself. And it has the start of 2023 and what you're at the end. There's wins and highlights, challenges and lessons, growth, gratitude, what's working, what's not working, impact and adjustments. Impact. How do I want people to experience me? In what ways do I want to create an impact in the lives of my loved ones or the world at large? That's really cool. And what adjustments do I want to make in 2024? And then just some brief reflections questions. A letter to me. Write a letter to yourself for 2024. Use this as an opportunity to remind yourself of what you're working towards and why. To give yourself words of encouragement or to channel a message from your future self. Have fun and be kind to yourself. And use these blank pages to brain dump more reflections from 2023 and notes for 2024. So that's kind of cool. So it's just a quick little notebook to just kind of wrap up your year. And this could definitely help you know where you want to go in the next year. All right, and I have one more product to show you. This is the new ClubMäksē Binder. Let me see if I can get this zoomed out just a little. Okay, I think that made it a little bit better, but the binder's just slightly bigger than what I can fit on the camera. But this is something we have been waiting for a long time, and I'm so excited. If you saw at the beginning of the year, I actually made my own ClubMäksē Binder. You can see that video right up here, but I love this one so much more. It has this silver foiling embossed on the front cover with the cute little elephant. And this is just the packaging. It is a canvas binder. It feels really nice. Like, it feels like fabric. I think it's coated, so it's probably water resistant. On the side, it says ClubMäksē with the elephant. And on the back, it also says MäksēLife. This is a 1.5 inch binder. And the thing I think I'm most grateful for is that the rings are actually mounted to the back of it, so it's not on the spine right here, which makes it really easy to open and close. Included with this binder, you get these, I don't even know what these are called, like page protectors, and there's one in the front and one in the back. I do want to mention, the one thing I kind of don't like about it is that the holes that are punched in everything are very small. They barely fit around the rings, and so it makes turning pages a little difficult. My solution to that is I'm just going to repunch everything with a bigger hole punch. My page got kind of munched up, but I wanted to show you. So here's a standard hole punch, and that is what the holes from the dividers look like. All right, let me see. We'll do it closer. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference between the size of that. So I'm definitely just going to go through and repunch them with a standard hole punch, just to make everything a little bit easier to turn. Other than that, this binder is amazing. It comes with 10 dividers. They are a laminated cardstock. They have a really nice smooth feel to them. Oh, and I can go back and show you this again. These are all of the different categories of things that come in ClubMäksē. And so they have dividers to fit all of the pages that come in our workbooks. So the first one is Getting Started, Challenges, Mindset, Goal Setting, Coaching Tips, Mental Health, Resources, book selections, bonuses, and notes, just for anything extra that you might want to put in the back of your binder. Another thing that's really awesome is each binder comes with a pocket folder. And when Sierra was telling us about this binder, she said that they actually had to reformat the whole binder because the original pocket would not hold a letter size piece of paper, and now it will. So they actually had to make the whole binder a little bigger, I think, just to make sure that we could put a full piece of paper inside this pocket. And it is double-sided. And then in the back you have that other page protector thing. These are really thick. I feel like there's something useful that could be done with these. Otherwise, I might just take them out. I don't think they're necessary to be in there. Maybe the one in the back I would leave just to protect it from the back, but the one in the front I most certainly would take out. Unless I can think of a fun way to reuse it. Anyway, if you have any ideas, let me know, because I think this, I mean, they're really thick. So it just seems like they could be useful for something. So that is the ClubMäksē Binder. And again, if you have questions about this too, also let me know, or about anything regarding launch. So this is what I have to show you today, and I'm so excited. I think these are just awesome. I think they really nailed it this year. I mean, I think they nail it every year because they work so hard at making quality products, and I just really appreciate that. For many of us, our planners are more than just a place to keep our schedule. They actually become a memory and a keepsake. And so having them be good quality, something that can not only last through the year, but also last long enough to look back on later, I just think that's really important. And so I just appreciate the work that they put into that. So again, launch day is on September 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to save 10% on your order, you can use my discount code. It's LAURENMSBL. And as soon as these products are live on the website, I will put links to them in the description below, so you can go check them out. I would love it if you subscribed for more planner videos, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.